Oh, hi everyone, it's Susie, Crypto Granny here. I'd like to look at the overall markets technically, the fiat markets as well as the crypto market. So let's have a look at this. This is total market cap for cryptocurrency markets, and this is on the 4 hour, which I like to look at first. And if you have a look here, the 4 hour, basically the resistance level right here is about 1.25 trillion, okay? It looks pretty good to me, I've got to tell you that. Big support around this 1.23, and this thing looks like a descending wedge where it can actually move up, okay? We've got a lot of volume here. Volume's a bit lower, but this thing looks like it's going to break out one way or the other. So if I go down to the daily on this, again, we've got sort of 1.232 is resistance, and then the next level is basically up a lot higher. Let me put that on the weekly so we can have a bigger view of this. If you look at this, this is like an underlying, this is like when you get this sort of, let me just do something here. This sort of thing, I've seen this before in markets. This looks ultra bullish to me. You've got this round smile, and this thing looks like it can break up pretty quickly to me. Above 1.26 trillion, and then the next level is 1.78 trillion. I mean, this looks like to me it's going to go parabolic, okay? Once it gets through this level here, 1.25 trillion, it's pretty much back, you're at the races. If this thing's going to go much higher, I believe this, in terms of the overall crypto total market cap, okay? It looks pretty good to me. Let's go back. Let's go out even further because it takes out all the noise. If we go to the monthly, let's have a look at that. That looks pretty impressive to me. Oh. So we look at the monthly here, way back here, the volume went over 3 trillion. That's the bull of the market that we saw back in 2021. But boy, this looks very good to me. I have to tell you, technically, the crypto total market cap looks excellent. This thing's going to definitely break out, okay? So, around 1.259 on the total market cap, and I reckon this thing could get to 178 really quickly, and maybe even up to 2 trillion very, very quickly, okay? It's done a lot of work for a long time, and now the downside is finished. If you put a line through there, that downside's totally finished. And now we've got the upside, and probably, it could be very quickly at 2 trillion. That's a very interesting graph to me. Technically, it looks very good to me, okay? So if we go to the next one, Bitcoin, again, let's have a look at Bitcoin. Let's start with the 4 hours first. Again, Bitcoin, it's got this layer of support here around, let's just see, 33,874. Currently, according to this, is 34120. Resistance is pretty much 34,480 on the 4 hours. If we take it out further, just have another look further. Gosh, that looks good, right? And look at the volume on Bitcoin, right? Huge. Looks very powerful move. It's an extremely powerful move. It's definitely breakout on the upside, top side. If you've got any money, buy Bitcoin, people, I tell you. Absolutely. So, we've got this big layer of support here around 26,829, and we're on the weekly here to make sure that, look, this thing, Bitcoin, you get to 38,000 really quick, and then, to 48,000. And I really do believe it's going to take out its high. According to this, it was at 68,715 on TradingView, but this is a very powerful move, people. Very powerful move. This is going to break out very quickly, everyone. I'm really ultra bullish. The total cap of the crypto market getting through 1.259 trillion and heading towards 2 trillion. And it's going to happen extremely fast, okay? Don't sell any crypto. If you've got any cash at all, buy Bitcoin. Seriously, it looks excellent, absolutely excellent technically. I've got to tell you that. Let's have a look at let's look at Solano, and then we'll look at XRP and a few others. Now, Solano, there was a report out today by Van Eyck who's very well known. They're a big index fund manager that buys equities and bonds to the indices, and they run index funds. But, you know, they've got a report on Solana that it could go up like $1,000 per unit by 2030. Okay, so let's go to the daily on this thing. Oh, no, I might start with the 4 hour because I really like the 4 hour. Okay, so resistance on Solana here is 32.264. It's currently 31.93. This looks like a descending wedge to me. Very strong move. The lows are getting higher. This thing could break up topside, okay? Once it gets through this 32.41, okay? Solana looks excellent. Okay, let's go to the daily. Again, resistance on the daily is 33.124. Let's take it further out for a week. Now, Solana has been consolidating for a long time. We go back here. Wait a minute, get rid of that. We go back here. You know, we're looking at consolidating around $12, $13, then 21. You know, now it's at 32. This is a very powerful move, people. We're going to see Solana get to 43, 44 very quickly and up high. Now, at its peak was over $200. I remember that. Got to 260. Wow. I remember being short Solana, and then you had FTX come out and start buying it up, and I got stopped out and I couldn't believe it. But anyway, and then it came right down, all the way down, right? Gosh, this should get to 66 bucks very, very quickly on that chart, right? Really, really good. Now look here on the monthly, got a lot of volume coming in. This thing could get to $43 very, very quickly. I'm very bullish Solana as well. Chainlink is a powerhouse. I've got to tell you that. Gosh, Chainlink could go anywhere. It's got mega clients, mega clients. Look at the volume. The volume on Chainlink on the 4 hours is huge, right? Again, resistance is at 11.25. It's currently 11.125. Looks like a descending wedge. This thing could go through the roof, okay? Through the roof. Let's go to the daily on that. Again, resistance on the daily is, what we got? 11.633. It's straight up, people. Look at the volume here on the daily. Wow, that is incredible. Okay, let's go further up. Take out all the noise. Again, Chainlink's been consolidating for a long time. Got down to $6 when I called it out. Get long on Chainlink, but it's going to move up pretty quickly. Next level on, what do we got there? Just make sure the weekly is $13, right? Get up here very quickly, 18, and then off to the races, okay? I mean, Chainlink way back got to about $52, but now it's got more clients. It's got Swift, and people don't understand. Swift is a multi-trillion-dollar contract for Chainlink. It's, you know, they represent 11,500 banks globally, and they're using Chainlink's technology to become, you know, literally a real-time settlement within seconds. Okay, that's it's a huge story. Plus, they've got other huge clients as well. I mean, Chainlink could go through the roof, seriously. Let's look at XRP on this. XRP doesn't look as strong as Chainlink and Solana, technically, to me. But let's have a look here. So what we've got here on the 4 hours is big support on XRP at, let me just check that, 0.5447. And again, it looks like a descending wedge here. Got up to 58 cents. It's holding that support line. The next level resistance is 0.566. And look at the volume down here, right? Very large volume. So the daily, here we go. Again, it looks like a descending wedge. We've got this sort of, again, if you look at the smile, when you see that smile of markets, it's bottomed and it's going to go much higher, people, much higher. That's very, very bullish chart as well, okay? If it breaks through 0.5588, she's off to the races. So you get up here somewhere, 64 cents, 68 cents, next level 70. Back here it was at 93 cents. When was that? That was 13th of July, 2023. But we know when you go way back, it got to about 386, right? Look at that. That's very powerful move there. that could go right up to there, go to 93 cents very quickly, and maybe the next level $1.30, right? Go way back here. I know it was a lot higher than that. It got to about 386, but I think it was in Australian prices. But that's looks very technically very, very strong as well. I have to tell you that, really strong. Crypto market's going to go a lot higher. People don't sell anything. If you can afford to buy more, buy Bitcoin, buy these 3 coins. They look excellent. One coin that's very, very cheap at the moment is VChain. Let me see if I can change it up. Wouldn't mind having a look at VChain. It's got an incredible story, incredible profitability, and yet it's still at 0.0193. It's a joke, right? Should be a lot higher than that. Looks pretty good too on the 4 hour. Wow, that's starting to really push up. A lot of volume here, a lot of momentum. Looks great on the 4 hour. Wow, if it gets through this level, 0.019, it's off to the races, pretty much so. It's very, very underpriced, VChain. I've got to tell you that. Should be a lot higher. They're making a lot of money, VChain, a lot of money. And Tron's another one that looks pretty good too. Let's quickly go to Tron, TRX, USDT. These are the small ones if you can't afford to buy. But yeah, let's go to the longer charts on Tron. Wow, they look bullish ads, man. Let's go further out. Wow. That is very bullish. Tron, wow, amazing. 0.092, next level, 11 cents, 12. I've got a valuation on Tron of at least 25 cents. Looks excellent. Okay, let's go to other markets now. Now we're looking at the equity market, people, and it looks a shocker, right? Last time I did the technicals on this, it had this rounding top, as you can see, and I said down, 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 certainly going down. And support on the short-term chart, 32.63. It's currently at 32.263. It's currently at 32.417. If we go to the longer charts, it doesn't show a very nice picture, okay? The Dow, this is 30 stocks or 31. This is really bad. This is in absolute decline. The next level on the Dow is 31.882. Looks terrible. I got to tell you that. So almost like a double top here, but really bad. So next level, as I said, 31.882. I've been selling the Dow futures as well as NASDAQ futures. But gee whiz, this thing could go down potentially to 29,000. That doesn't look very good at all. You've got to stay short the Dow. Any rally, you short the Dow. Just went straight up, people, and it's too expensive. And we noticed this back here, as I said, a rounding top on that side. It looks terrible, people, terrible. Couldn't even reach the high, the previous high, right, on the 21st in 2021. So, you know, resistance 32.982, next support level 31.985, and then it's got all this to cover, all that area, right? Now, one of my clients asked me for appearance, and that was Anna. How are you, Anna? You know, a year ago, should we get out of equity markets? And I told her, yeah, because this looks terrible. US equity markets are going a lot lower, people. The next significant level is 29.241 on the Dow. It's got all this space. When you see an M like this, the M completes itself down to here somewhere. This is going to be a shocker, right? The equity market, I think, could go down. Wow. If the M completes itself, like I've seen in markets all my life, since I was 20, this thing could potentially go down to 21,000 from 32,000. And with that, the cryptocurrency market is going to trade a lot higher. Wow, that looks terrible. That's a very negative chart. This is the Dow, people, Dow Industrial Average, 31 stocks, and it looks a shocker, right? The US equity market's been buying big market caps. They're all so expensive. It's a joke, okay? An absolute joke. If you look at the market caps on a PE basis, they're all way above 15, which is the average, okay? Looks technically terrible. Okay, let's go to the NASDAQ, which is the tech index, and it's very, very, how can I say it, highly correlated to interest rates, okay? If interest rates go up or interest rate prices go down, the NASDAQ goes down, okay? Because it's long-winded, almost like goodwill tech stocks where they're not making a lot of money, and because the discounted cash flow basically means that, you know, as interest rates go up, prices go down on the stock as well. This looks terrible. The NASDAQ looks dreadful. Wow. Boy, boy. Let's go out to further charts. Golly. This is the daily. I mean, look at that. You can run a line straight down there. Boy, it looks bad. Really bad. Get out of stocks, people. If you're in the US and you've got stocks, I would suggest to you get the hell out because it looks really bad. Just on that, that's a big downward channel, people. No support whatsoever. Breaks that line down. Wow. Where is it now? 4187 right here. I mean, probably there or somewhere, but you can see the problem here. This is going to fill the gap, right? And look at all this selling, huge amount of selling, right? With no support here. This thing could get down to, you know, first support. Oh my God, first support. Boy, looks bad. 14047, and then you go down here. Boy, boy, let's just change this. I want to just see this. Wait a minute. Can I make this just read it? Here we go. That's better. Okay, so golly, think you next support 13735, and then potentially down to 13058. Crikey, I'm just going to sell every rally. That's a shocker. It looks bad, really bad. Okay, get out of stocks, people. I told you that age ago, but get out of them. This is bad. Look at this. This is on the weekly. Whoa, golly. Straight downward channel down here, which is the first level support, 13570 or something, maybe lower, 13500. But it's got all this space to fill. Next level is 12636. Get out of stocks, people. Get out of the equity market. I can tell you that. Whoa. Again, you've got this M structure. Technically, it looks terrible. And the equity market's been going up since 2008, right? Double top here, but this one didn't get to that level. Very, very bearish. Incredibly bearish. 13456, currently at 14189, 12549, and then it could go all the way down to 10,000. Oh, gee whiz. Looks bad. Wouldn't want to be in equities, people. Get out of equities. Okay. Now we've got the Russell 2000. They haven't been buying the micro caps. They've been buying the big ones, big cap. Now the Russell 2000 is over 2,000 small caps, right? And it's right on the support line here, 1636. Wow. Looks really bearish. 1516 next support could fill the gap down here to 1131 off 500 points. Get out of the equity market. I'm telling you, this is bad. Don't hold equities. This is a shocker. And it's going to happen for sure because they're too expensive. Now we're on the VIX, which is the volatility index for the equity market. And it more volatile, the higher it goes, okay? So let's just put it, I want to put it on a monthly actually, because it's you need to see it on the monthly. Right. So the highest it was, I was back here, obviously in 08, around 90, and then it's come down ever since. Then we got a big spike up here. What's that? The 2nd of 3rd, 20. This thing got to about down 10 or something, or 11, right? And did all this and it spiked up. But this thing is going to go so much higher. It's not reflecting the volatility in this market, right? Whereas at 21, 27, could get to 23, 24, and then whoosh, straight up, which is bad for equity markets, believe me. Looks terrible. Technically, it looks terrible. Equity market looks terrible, people. I've got to tell you that. Right, so now we're looking at the 10-year bond yield. Let's go to the weekly on this. Whoa, boy. This is in terms of interest rates, so 4.84 or 4.9, sorry, it's the current level, which is right. Resistance at 4.96, but we need to go to longer charts to get a better picture. Boy, it looks terrible. Wow. Got through 5%, we know that, on a 10-year bond just recently. Boy, no wonder gold's starting to move, and gold should be a lot higher. Let's go to 3 months. Wow, 5%, right? Big level. If it breaks that, and it looks like it's going to, it's a very powerful move, this. Next level, 5.43, and then 6.7 on very bearish bonds. I have to tell you that. I know PIMCO ex-CEO, what's his name? Bill, whatever, from PIMCO, very well-known guy, has started buying bonds at 5% of the 10-year. But seriously, I would not be buying bonds for the life of money. Seriously, bonds are going to sell off even more, right? This looks like a 10-year bond to me could get easily to 6.8%, easily. What's that guy's name from ex-PIMCO? Bill, I can't remember his last name, but it'll come to me. Let's go to 2-year. Oh, golly. So the 2-year slightly down in yield, but this is a false rally, people. I wouldn't be buying it. It's a false rally. Oh, go the weekly. This looks terrible. How much is going up from back here? The 2-year was like a 0.097, and now it's at 5.06. Need to go further out for longer charts. Boy, such really bad. Goes on the monthly. 5.24. It's taken out its previous high, and again, we need to go to longer charts here to get a better picture. Oh, golly. 2-year looks like I can get to 5.95. I wouldn't be buying bonds, people, no way. 5.95, and then potentially anywhere could be up there. 7% or something. Not going to be good for anyone in terms of your mortgage rate. As far as I'm concerned, bond yields up completely, equity market completely down, crypto up. Looks terrible. Okay, what else we got? Gold. Now gold is substantial, and the reason why is because it broke 2,000. I've been waiting for this for some time, and it broke 2,000 on Friday. Okay, if we go out to longer term, and it's very cheap. If you want to make money, buy gold nuggets if you can afford it, or gold coins, old gold coins, right? Gold's going to go through the roof. Really, it should be a lot higher than that. Someone had a projection on gold, I think one of the big traders, $8,000 and per ounce, which is 31 grams, okay? And it's currently over only $2,000. So the big level to get through is 2073, but this thing could go a lot higher. I mean, also another thing, all the central banks are underweight gold. They were selling gold 15 years ago. The Chinese are now buying it, and so are the Russians and a lot of other countries, right? 2056, gold could go through the roof. Let me go back further and get longer term charts here. I mean, seriously, gold could go anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't have the information, but it looks ultra bullish. I have to tell you that. So the play is, where's that 205? The play is long crypto, short bonds, short the equity market, long the VIX because volatility is going up, and long gold. Wow. Okay, I want to look at one more thing, the US dollar, and I do believe the US dollar is overcooked. It's too high, but let's have a look at it technically, right? We know that people start to sell it over 150 to the yen. Oh, golly, those charts are terrible, particularly for the equity market. That's what we use here. Wirex is okay. Okay, so let's go and take this way up. We need to look at the bigger picture on the US dollar. Wow. Gee, it is very high. It's extremely high. Big level is 150.887. Everyone is reeling from a high US dollar. The Aussie dollar is about 0.633. It looks very weak. That the US has got a huge debt problem, right? Huge debt problem. That's the 4 hours. Let's go further out. Looks like it's going to come down to me. It's very toppy. Big sell at this 150 odd level. Could go down to 148, but gee, it's got a long way to fill the gaps down here. And that could come down because the deficit in the US is a shocker. 58 billion a day is their deficit every day. They're spending, and also that deficit's at 33.5 trillion, could potentially get to 42 trillion within 2 years, which is really going to pressure the US dollar. Yeah, it looks like it can go a lot lower to me, the US dollar. It needs to, because it's too high, 147.82. So I'd be short the US dollar, definitely. Let's just quickly have a look at the Aussie, because I like trading the Aussie as well. Wow, terrible. Aussie looks bad, so do a lot of other currencies against the US dollar. But let's just have a look for the monthly in this thing. Yeah, we had this situation too last time. We looked a rounding and it's straight down. Golly, could get to 54 cents. Not good. All right. So to sum this up, guys and girls, we've got to be long crypto. That's a powerful move is coming. Look at that. Really powerful move. Straight up. Bitcoin, another powerful move. Straight up. You got the smile again. Smile like that is very powerful move. Straight up, guys and girls. Solano, same story. Link, same story. Straight up. Tron, same story. VeChain as well. XRP as well. Same story. They look very bullish to me. Very bullish. Very bullish, Tron. And then we've got the Dow that looks terrible. Straight down. Wow. NASDAQ straight down. Russell 2000 straight down. Whoa. VIX straight up. Wow. 10-year bonds up. 2 years up. Wow, it looks really bad. I've got to tell you, this is technically terrible. Oh my God, US dollar down, and unfortunately the Aussie down too. I know that's not consistent, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of volatility in this market. Watch out, people, but just stay long crypto and get out of everything else and buy gold nuggets or gold coins. Seriously, incredible. Anyway, very interesting very interesting indeed. Okay, guys and girls, if you have any questions, please do come back to me. But these charts are very interesting to me. Thank you for listening.